Okay, guys, I'm going to continue this on here, but hang on. Okay, those of you that don't, that aren't involved in it, freaking cryptocurrency is taking my attention for a minute, because it just, those of you that are messing with it, yesterday was bad shit crazy. So every now and then I have to start the video over because I only have one phone now. The shop phone was turned into the shop phone, and I lost that one. So I mean, when it goes up and you're gonna, cash out for $560 or hey, but okay, back to this truck. Hang on. Okay, so let's get back to this. Enough with that. We have that bank truck now. This is our lift gate now. Don will appreciate this. Don sold us this truck. Well, you know what? He almost just donated it to charity is pretty much what he did. Don's a good guy. Boy, everybody ought to love Don. Nobody doesn't like Don. So his donation to charity, and so we're going to go ahead and, I just bought $251 more of Dogecoin. Look at that. Yeah. It's buying in. It went down just now. It went down, and it's going to hit back up. I promise. I'm only halfway in now. Okay. Let me go back to that, because honestly, that's crazy. What's going on with that crap? I mean, oh my gosh, just in the last, and now I'm skeptical. Okay, I've profited $560. That's it. Okay, Tanner has got better vision than me. I think he must, because he made like almost over $2,000 yesterday. He's not even all the way in. There were people that made $50,000 and they're going to buy a Tesla today with their profits. You know what that means? That means it's going to go down. Hell yeah, that means it's time to buy it. But back to this. So we're going through stuff in Meadows. We're doing Meadows. Meadows is a for hire job, right? Okay, I mean, and honestly, it is. It's for hire. So I want to make sure that he's going to get. Just bought another one, another $251. So I got a whole bunch of buys going in for $250 a piece. A whole shitload of them. But the quality of repair from Meadows is going to be a whole lot better, don't you think? I mean, the understanding that we're getting now not only, I've taken 4 dashes off in the last 4 days. Okay, and we're taking them apart, and we're putting zip ties up. We're putting them back where they go, and we're figuring out how they go. That one broke, and I don't know, you see it broke off the holder, but that is in the factory location right there where it's supposed to be. So I took a break from Meadows because of the harness right there to figure out what it was. So after taking this truck apart, we figured out that wire is for the rear view mirror. So the bank truck has the rear view mirror, it does not have the power rear or the power window, the sunroof, whatever. Sorry, I was drawing a blank. It does not have a sunroof. So I have provisions for the sunroof. If you look here, now this is the carpet out of it. This is provisions for the back door right here. And this one, I think, is for the amplifier, for the factory amplifier that comes with this model of truck, this truck. Because there's an amp under there. Where is that sucker at? It's right there. That's a Ford factory part right there. Most of you look underneath your 6.4 dash and you're not going to have that box. And so I'm looking at this truck and we're going through what better time, how much benefit would Medo get that we're doing his truck right now. Okay? His truck is going. Why don't we do another one, since I already had this on? This has been a pipe dream in the back of my mind for a long time, that I wanted to budget enough time in the shop to be able to do this to this truck. I mean, in a perfect world, I actually thought about exchanging the whole doors. But I kind of like the look of the frickin' all white, even though it's an old beater. It's got rust on it. It's all beat to hell. It's a clunker, but it's got a lift gate on it that works, and it's a cool ass little truck. So, but we're gonna go ahead and figure out what we can and can't do, and how to do it. So we're gonna add adjustable pedals. I'm not gonna have, as of right now, I got no provisions for the ambient temp sensor. That's going to throw off the climate control. It's going to make it think. As far as in 6-liter world, I know that makes it think it's 50 degrees no matter what happens. It makes it think. So makes it think that it's 50 degrees. So I'm going to have to. That'll be removing the degas bottle underneath, because this is a running truck. This truck, I mean, we drove it in here. I drove it in with no freaking seats or nothing, no interior. We power washed it. We did paint it. The other side, hang on, let's look. Well, let's go over here. We are going to put these seats in. They're not perfect. They're a little beat up, but so what? But this one was all rusted. It did have a remote start system on it too, and I'm hoping that we're not going to run into anything, because he had a Pat's key up there with a wire coiled around the ignition. I want to put it back to factory. If we've got to, we'll go through the Pat's thing, fine, we'll reprogram it. I just hope we can do it. And there's always that question in the back of your mind. I hope we can turn all these functions on and actually make this thing accept it. You know, because, but let's find out right now. Let's find out what little quirks and what things we have to mess with. That way, when Medo's truck is up and ready to go, we have a halfway decent idea what to expect and what we got to do. Because this truck is now actually going to be finished before Medo's goes any further. Yeah, so right now, we're going to go ahead and do this truck as if it's a paying job too. I mean, we got to do the adjustable pedals, put those in. We got to, I mean, because this is the harness. This is the harness out of the bank truck, out the donor, the Lariat. This is the harness out of the XL truck. Look, they give you a pass-through harness. There's also some harnesses over there too that pass through, but they give you a pass-through harness right here. Now, what I'd like to do right now would be to yank the bottle and expose that lower half down there, and go ahead and put the jumper harness in out of the bank truck also. That way we're completely done inside the cab while we're doing it. In a perfect world, we could go over there and do that harness too. That way everything is ready, because Medo's is already four-wheel drive, right? He's done. This is two-wheel drive. Well, the bank truck is a four-wheel drive. Axles, everything, it's all good. It was not a crash truck. It was so, you know, the end game would be both those axles, front and rear, underneath this truck. And then this will be a four-wheel drive Lariat standard cab. Be a cool little truck. But it's going to need an engine. I mean, it's got 350,000 miles on it. They broke the headlight in it. I got another set to do it, to put them in, but so we cut the carpet out of the bank truck too. We're just going to see how it works, because you know what? That carpet's dirty. I'm not going to sell that carpet to nobody. The rubber floors that were in the liftgate were disgusting. I could have used Medo's. I'm sure he wouldn't have cared. But you know what? We had that carpet, and I was like, let's just put all the interior together in this truck so it's all one gig, and there you go. We'll just see. Another thing I'd really like to do here. Let's look at this. Hang on. What are you doing? Cannibalizing? Okay, one thing I would really like to get, boom, right there, baby. I want to drill holes, and I want to put this in the back seat in the standard cab and put these in. And actually, that would be nice to have the wires exposed, because now Medo doesn't have that issue, but I might, because using a crew cab harness, figuring out how to use a crew cab harness for this, you know, that'd be nice. Figuring out what wires we can take all the way out, because I was going to remove the wire from the harness. I laid it all out on the floor, this harness, and I was going to take the wires all the way to the pin, or leave a little bit sticking out at the harness just in case I need to put a resistor or something on, who knows. But I decided for our truck, for our job, I'm going to leave the wires intact and stub the whole end of the wire out. It's going to be a little cluttered up back here behind it in our truck. It's going to be cluttered up because there's a couple of wires, but it's kind of like, I mean, you can call it R&D, whatever. You know, we're figuring out what wires work, and so I don't want to take wires off when I don't even know what's going to power up and what ain't. I'm also kicking around this freaking power rear slider. I've done that to 6 liters because they pop in easy. I'm not a glass guy. Getting this all cut out because 6.4s are glued in, but I mean, I have the wiring in the truck right now for the power rear slider, and it's in the dash. It's all hooked up. It's just unplugged. So that'll be cool if we ever need it. I can always cut or have this cut out and put it in, but right now I want to get these, and I want to drill holes and put those in. We're going to definitely go ahead and do that. We took, I guess this is a factory satellite radio. This is how they run it. So those of you here, let's just go on down and I'll show you. They actually run it in the upper cab light spot, which they run down, and then I took this off. It goes right up there and push pins there, and then it goes down and push pins over there. I mean, kind of like a learning expedition here. So right now I'm going to get the adjustable pedals out, which, I mean, most of this stuff's exactly the same as 6 liter. I mean, it's pretty much the same. So not a big change. You got some bolts holding the pedal up, but so now, I mean, here we go. Oh, another question. I'm sure I haven't broke a windshield yet messing with the rear view mirror, but I need to figure out a way to get this rear view mirror off. That's kind of a touchy little deal there. I mean, that kind of scares me. Sucks too, because this is a good windshield, which means it's a Super Duty one too. That's $400 windshield. Getting that thing off would be crazy. Suck to break it. I say it sucked to break it, but you know, honestly, I mean, this truck, you ain't never gonna take this windshield out. So the only reason why you're gonna benefit from this windshield is if you use the truck. So whatever. I mean, maybe I ought to just go ahead, and who cares if I crack it getting it off. But getting the other one off, I don't want to crack the other one, so hang on. Okay, so I'm not being very organized right now, but we can take this off. Got to pull the pin out. Be careful of that little thing. You're going to break the hell out of it. But we got to pull this out, pull the pin down, we get it out. Hang on. Now, if you finagle that thing just right, you will get it out. Which, let's go put it in the other one. Actually, I mean, that's enough. I mean, this is basically what we're doing today. I mean, I had to pop all these out because the damn XL didn't have them in the back. There's no speed. Yeah, so doing little stuff like that's a pain in the butt. But we're going to take this out. This is the jumper that I want to have. Medo. I wonder if I'm giving Medo a bunch of ideas. You know, like the compass mirror. But no, let's not even do that, because honestly, the wiring harness doesn't have it, so it means it's not going to be looking for it. That's perfect, because actually we don't even have to mess with it, because I don't even know what's going to happen with it on there, but we'll learn, you know, which, yeah. Oh, and he's got a deal. I'm not going to say it yet. We'll wait and see, but yeah, there's a deal going on with the freaking steering wheel. You guys seen the steering wheel? Julie told me something, and I don't believe it. She told me something. Let's go in here and look. Let's kind of look around. Man, I love those door panels. They look freaking awesome. But my hands are too dirty. I think I showed this. Did I show this, guys? Julie, come get this out of here. Okay, it came. Look at this. No, pick it up. Set it down. Look at that steering wheel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. That's a bad son of a gun, and I don't think Medo is planning on using it. Holy crap. I mean, the reason why Medo's not going to use it is because of the buttons. Now, I'm kind of wondering if I can put the buttons in it. Cut it out and put buttons in it. I wonder if we can do that. It'd be an endeavor. I don't know if I do want to mess with it. Maybe put the button somewhere else. I don't know. But that is freaking awesome as holy crap. Hang on. Julie cut the headliner down. She did a whole bunch of trimming and fitting, and I'm thinking maybe we'll use an aluminum piece up over the seam in it. There's a seam in the headliner, which, let's look. I don't think it's going to be. I think it actually probably looked pretty good. The headliner was disgusting. I did put overhead console in this one too. I put that in. We're thinking maybe an aluminum piece, just one piece, and get the bends right so that it pushes up against it. It would probably look pretty good. I did not think I screwed up on mine. We got in a hurry. I haven't put it on yet though, but I haven't put that rubber on here yet, which I'm debating on whether or not I want to do it or not. Who knows? But we cut it long because I'm not sure exactly where I want it yet. So it's long. I mean, it's crew cab carpet, so we're going to have to play with it a little bit. But I kind of liked it. It enclosed the whole crash box and all the wiring. You know, I bet it's going to be a lot quieter in here, you know. So, yeah, power rear slide. I don't want to pull it apart, but it's plugged in right here. So, here you go. Let's go ahead. Hopefully they get all that figured out. Got to replace the strikers because they don't have the power door lock function. So, you know, strikers and door panels and freaking hell, all kinds of crap. We've now tore apart all kinds of harnesses. But all the harnesses should be in the trucks right now, so I think we're good to go. Just thought I'd do a little update. I need a freaking radio to put in it. I don't know what I want to put in it. I'd like to, honestly, I wouldn't mind if I could find it. I wouldn't mind getting the factory setup that came in it. You know, that would use one of these two plugs. And I think it's this one. I think it's this plug. Plugs into something. Because that one plugs into the third door, the back door. And so that would be cool to get the actual radio and get all the, you know, and then, but might as well put a touch screen or something. But you know what? I don't want nobody breaking into it over that. I'd rather just have a nice, clean little truck. So, vanity headlight, vanity mirrors, the harness. See, we put all this harness into this. None of this was here. Run that down. Goes and plugs into. There's the black box that started this entire endeavor on this damn lift gate. I wasn't going to do it until I got to that box. Now, you see how many wires I've got right here? Okay, Medo has 3. There's 3 wires that goes into his plug right here. So, don't even worry about it. I wouldn't even try to put it on it. The only reason why I did it is because I had it. Because it's here. You know, whatever donor truck you get, that's how lucky you get. So, yep. That's all dirty. Look at that. I swear I blew that off. I promise. I think. Oh well. But we did have to paint it. Underneath we wire brushed it and cleaned it and painted it and all kinds of crap. And let's see. But yeah, there's the rear view mirror. I just stuck that up there, but the rear view's not plugged in because honestly I'm kind of scared to change it. Because we got tinted windshield and everything, and I really don't want to break the freaking window. Because then you got to replace the window and retint it. Another thing we'll find out, I don't know if they are or not, I doubt it, but are these truck specific? I don't know. That one that's in the truck is the one that came with it, so it should be all right. Other than that, let's get to it. There's Medo's dash. Kind of can't wait to do it, but right now, if we got to do any changes, look at it, it's perfect. So now we're going to figure out what changes we do want to make, if any, and let's go. So Medo's going to be kind of on hold while we make sure of everything we're doing. And basically, I don't want to have Medo's dash on because I was in a freaking hurry and find out that we needed to add something, that we need to do something. So, I mean, this is a pretty clean cut job right here. That way, my goal right now, get this back together. It should be by Monday. It should be back together, I hope. We might actually be putting it back together on Monday. And then once this is all done, all the interior, then we'll clean up all the interior crap in the entire shop, sweep it, because it's not wet, it's not dirty, it's just dirt that fell off of the crap we're taking apart. Then clean all that up, get it all out, and let's go back in engine assembly mode. But while we're in 6.4 land, that's why I wanted to do that. Let's go ahead and do it and figure out how the hell to make all this stuff work. All right, guys. Long enough video. Jesus. Let's go buy some Dogecoin. All right, guys.